Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is kind of an odd video because we're not reviewing a gun. This time we're reviewing a multi-tool. Not just any multi-tool, the Leatherman Signal. This thing is amazing. I'm only reviewing this because I highly recommend it. This thing is amazing. It goes with me anywhere I go. I don't care where I go, this goes with me. I use it more than anything else in my pocket, even more than my phone, honestly. Constantly use it. I've already used it like 20 times today. This thing's great. But before we start, I'm going to tell you how much it is. It's $120, which is a high price for a multi-tool for sure, but you're getting Leatherman. It comes with a 25-year warranty. You do have to register it, but after you register it, it comes with a 25-year warranty. Wait, is that right? No, it's not. They come with a 25-year warranty. I wouldn't go anywhere without it. It's the best thing you have in your arsenal, no matter what you're doing. This will help you no matter what. It does everything. It has like, I think 23 attachments, like 23 different things it does. I freaking love it. You can't go without it. You need to buy it. Do it. Trust me, you'll love it. No ifs, ands, or buts. You have to have one. If you're like me, I'm kind of a casual guy. I mean, I go out and do things, obviously, in the shop and stuff on a regular day, like a regular basis. This has to go with you. Well, I guess we'll start off with the functions. Right here it has a little lock right here on the side that you got to push down to lock it in place, or if you don't, it'll just come apart. I mean, it's pretty tight. You can see how it's coming apart like that, but it does have a lock to keep it from doing that. This thing's cool. Right here, this is a hammer. Honestly, I didn't think how handy it would be having a mini hammer in your pocket no matter where you go, but I've used it tons. And it's holding up good. I don't even think there's a scratch on it. I mean, I've hammered nails, large nails too. I mean, staples, just anything that's in the way or sticking out, I'll just hammer it back in. Or if I need it to take a part off a car or something like that, and I need to hammer it out, and I can't get a whole hammer in there. This thing right here, you just hold it like this and just hammer it. Or if you really need to hammer a nail, hold it like that, and you can just ram it. Now let's look at the blade. The blade that comes on it is a serrated blade. I wish it wasn't serrated. I wish it was a straight edge, but it's not. But stainless steel, 420 HC or something like that, I think. What's it called? Something like that, blah, blah, blah. If I'm wrong, I'll put it down here, but I don't think I am. But it comes with a serrated blade. It doesn't stay sharp that well, but it is pretty decent. I mean, obviously, it's just a knife. Pretty basic, though. Like I said, I wish it wasn't serrated because it's kind of a pain, but it's a survival knife. This is the Leatherman Signal. It's literally made for survival, and these are made for cutting ropes. If you're in a hurry or something like that and you need to cut a rope to save your life, that's what serrades are for. Now if you go to the other side, you have a wood saw, and this wood saw is better than saws specifically made for cutting wood. Look at the teeth on it. This thing is amazing. It can cut through pretty much anything in just a few seconds. I mean, this thing is great. I mean, obviously you're not cutting through a huge tree, but in a little small package like this that you put in your pocket, it's freaking great. It's the best. And if you look at it down here where the blades are right here on this side, it's wider on this side than it is this side. That way it's not pinching into whatever you're cutting. Like you're cutting into a log. This side gets thinner so it doesn't pinch, which, good thinking on their part. Great tool. All right, now a few more things that are on the end. You have a carabiner, so you can just hang it on stuff. I don't use it that much, but that also acts as a bottle opener. You just put your bottle, your cap here, pretty much like this, and you just pop the top. So you got a carabiner bottle opener. On the end still, you have, I don't know what size that is. On the end you have an 8mm, I think, so you can pretty much use it for putting bits. You can put bits in here too on the end of this because it's enclosed. On the other end you put a bit in there. You can put any bit in there and get in tight places. I've used that a lot too, believe it or not. Yeah, have you ever had to work on something like, let's say between a tree and like your house or something like that, and you have to, you know, put a little bit on the end because you can't get a drill in there to screw in the screw? This is perfect for that because you get good leverage and pretty decent push. On the other end you have like a 6mm hex head. That would be kind of good for I don't know if you find a screw, like a bolt or something that has that size head. I mean, it's kind of just a gimmick, that is, but I don't think I've used it. I might have, but usually I just use this end because most things are the 8mm. And a lot of people care about the pocket clips. This one has a pretty decent pocket clip. It's pretty sturdy and it's pretty close to the knife. I haven't had it rip off. I don't use the pocket clip. I just throw the whole thing in my pocket because I find it a waste. Another thing on the outside of this is right here on the side, it's a knife sharpener. Not just any knife sharpener. It's specifically made for this blade because this fits directly into the serrations right here, so you can sharpen the serrations if they get dull. If you're out in the wild, you don't have anything to sharpen your knife with other than a rock, let's be honest. But who's going to do that? I mean, you're not going to get a perfect sharp edge. But and it also for sharpening the blade, obviously, which I'm not going to do that because I got my blade pretty sharp right now. But it's just a cool attachment on the side they added to the knife. And to get it out, there's this tab. I'll put it back in so I can show you. But there's a tab. You can't just push it out. That way it won't fall out. You have to push in this tab right there and then push it out. And then it comes out. And to put it back in, you have to put downward pressure and then slide it back in. Pretty neat. Now opening it up, you have obviously pliers. It's multi-tool. But it has, I think these are tungsten, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. But these right here are replaceable. So if you break your cutters, which I'm glad they made it like this because I've ruined a bunch of multi-tools from cutting something too hard. So they made it where you can replace the little cutters. And another way you can tell the quality of a tool is if you look at the tip. If it lines up good, it's good quality. This thing lines up perfect. And the grippy texture on it, it's decent. It ain't the best. It's slot and grooves, but still, it works good. Awesome. I use this a lot too, obviously. It's kind of hard to keep clean. A bunch of crap gets in there if you look. Bunch of stuff gets in there. But keeping this thing clean is kind of a hassle, but I mean, if you bring it everywhere with you, of course it's going to get dirty from lint and stuff in your pockets or whatever. I forgot to mention that it's painted in Cerakote. So it's supposed to have a pretty durable finish, but I mean, I use it every single day, so it's wearing off a bit, but who cares? It makes it look better, I think. More wear and tear means you use it. On the opposite of the knife where this is, over here, you have, this is a party feature. This is one of the reasons I bought it. You have a flint. Not just a flint, you have a whistle as well. See? I'm not going to do it too loud, but it comes with a whistle and a flint. And how you use you're supposed to use the flint by opening up, let's say this. Well, this one would be the best. But use the back of the wood saw and you just strike your flint. Not the serrated side because you'll mess up your serrades, but you're supposed to use the back of this to spark the fire. That way, no matter what circumstance, if you need fire, you have it with this, which is awesome because I live out in the middle of nowhere. You never know when you need it, but all you do is strike it, sparks, fire. Smart. And to put this back in, it's a little bit of a pain, but you'll get used to it. Right here, there's a little spring clip, and there's a groove right here on the end of this. You have to put this in there and then push it in, and it clips in like that. Bam, you're done. So with every good multi-tool, you have to have a screwdriver. And this one, see how you can't move it? It has a button right here. If you push that, you gotta hold that in to fold it down. Or when you fold it out, watch, it clicks in place. Now it can't go anywhere. So you can put all the pressure you want on it without, you know, having it fold back over. It's also, you're interchangeable. All you do is take out the bit, flip it upside down. Now you got a Phillips. Pretty sweet. And it's not magnetic. It has like a little spring clip in there, which is pretty cool. It also comes with this. They say you can use it to like pry up nails and stuff. I haven't used it for that because I think it's pretty stupid. I just hammer the nail in. But yeah. It also comes with a can opener that clicks as well. So you have your little can opener. You can open up your cans and stuff. That's pretty much all that's useful for. I mean, if you're in the wild surviving, I doubt you have cans, but if you did, you got it. And you have an awl, which is made for sewing leather. You put your string in here. I don't know the exact technique. I never really worried about it that much, but you pretty much put your string in here and you can sew leather together, fabrics, whatever you need. And it's also a good little point for poking stuff. If you have to get something, like if there's something stuck in a crack or something like that, like, I don't know, you're cleaning something like a gun or something, you can get this in there and get all that gunk out. I've used it for that a few times. But other than that, that's the Leatherman Signal. It's pretty cool. I like it. Let's do a little bit of sawing with it to show you how good the saw blade is. We'll go look at that real quick, and then we'll come back and talk about the rest. All right, we have our stick. It's a small one, but I don't feel like cutting any of my trees and killing a limb. But just to show you how it works, you can set it here and just, can you even see that? Let me aim you down just a hair. All right. Now, how good the saw blade works. Try not to shake the table. I'm gonna have to. You'll have to get over it, I'm sorry. Table's too shaky. But you get the gist of it. It's pretty, it has some teeth on it. This thing really has some teeth on it. It's really sharp too. It'll catch your skin for how sharp these points are on this thing. Look at the sawdust. Perfect fine sawdust. This thing's great. But anyways, that was my review of the Leatherman Signal. I mean, there's not too much really to do with it. I mean, I just show you what it does. It's pretty great. It's made really well. I mean, this thing, it feels expensive. It really does. And everyone should own one. They're the best. Leatherman's the best. I'll take them over Gerber or anything. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely pick up one of these. Any of the Leathermans are any good, but I bought this one because I'm kind of a survivalist, I guess. You will not regret buying this. I didn't, because I carry it everywhere with me. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and come back, and hopefully people watch this one because it's different than what I usually do. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Bye. Quality. I just dropped it in mud. Yuck.